And now for an amazing true story from the book of Exodus, chapters 16 and 17.
For hundreds of years, God's people had lived as slaves in Egypt. Life was difficult.
Move those bricks! Faster! Faster!
The Egyptians wanted their slaves to be strong, so they made sure the Israelites had plenty of food.
Eat up!
What is this, hippopotamus?
Well, don't have a cow.
Well, clearly I'm not. Get it? It's not beef, so I'm not having...
Back to those bricks!
God's people cried out for help, and God led them right out of slavery
Freedom!
and into the desert.
Wait, what?
There's totally nothing out here.
What are we gonna eat?
Who's in charge anyway?
The dude Moses and his brother, Aaron?
The Israelites crowded around Moses and Aaron with all of their complaints.
It would have been easier if we just, kicked the bucket back in Egypt.
We totally had all the meat we wanted to eat.
You brought us out here into this dust bowl to die!
God had kept the Israelites safe from Pharaoh's entire army when he rescued them in Egypt, yet they didn't trust that he could give them what they needed now. Frustrated, Moses poured out his heart.
What do I do? They're whining about what they used to have.
God spoke to Moses, who called together the people. Together, Moses and his brother Aaron shared God's words with everyone.
Come to the Lord. He's heard you speaking against him. He knows how unhappy you are.
You can say that again.
As Aaron spoke, the glory of the Lord appeared as a cloud, hovering in the desert.
Whoa!
Is that God?
God says, I will rain down bread from heaven for you. When the sun goes down, you will eat meat. In the morning, you will be filled with bread. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God. Sun's going down right now, and I'm not seeing that all-you-can-eat buffet. No siree. Well now, look at all them birdies. Quail?
They're totally gonna leave trappings all over my tent.
Bet they taste like chicken.
So that evening, the Israelites had all the meat they could eat, and in the morning, they woke to something new on the ground. Thin white flakes that looked like frost.
Wonder what this is.
Bread?
Wonder bread?
Moses called out to the people.
It's the bread the Lord has given you to eat. Gather as much as you need for the day.
Each morning, the bread called manna appeared again, and every evening, the quail returned. So the Israelites were no longer hungry, but they still found reasons to complain.
I'm totally parched.
Thirsty as a camel drinking pickle juice.
Haven't passed a water fountain in I don't know how long.
Once again, the Israelites crowded around Moses.
Give us water. Pronto.
Why'd you bring us out here? We're about to keel over and die.
If God was really with us, things would be, copacetic.
Plus, I could totally use a shower.
Why are you arguing with me? Why are you testing the Lord?
Instead of remembering all that God had given them and how he'd promised to take care of them, the people were so upset that they were ready to take it out on Moses. He cried out to God.
What am I going to do with these people? They're ready to throw stones at me.
God answered Moses.
Go out in front of the people. Take in your hand the walking stick you used when you struck the Nile River. I will stand there in front of you by the rock at Mount Horeb. Hit the rock. Then water will come out of it for the people to drink.
So Moses did as God commanded. And even though the people continued to whine, God gave them water to drink.
Water? Huh. Well, that's nice, I guess. But I really miss coffee.
God had continually given the Israelites what they needed as they needed it. But they were so focused on what they had back in Egypt, they kept missing out on what God was providing.